Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Hannah, and today I've got a little bit of cooking and cleaning for y'all. To start off, I'm making some homemade cereal I seen in a cookbook. I wish I would have not made the full amount that the recipe called for, because this made a ton of cereal, and we just aren't able to eat all that, because we honestly aren't that crazy about cereal. We'll eat it every now and then, but we just don't like to have it a lot. But this turned out to be some really good cereal. It does not call for very many ingredients. It's super simple to make, and we all loved it. When I said this made a ton of cereal, I was not joking. Like, it was this huge bowl full, and I ended up having to take this big baking sheet and do 2 batches of the cereal. It was that much. So next time I make this, I will definitely be cutting the recipe back some, because that was just way too much for us. Alright, on to a new day. This day was actually Valentine's Day, and I was making a dessert. I seen my husband had saved in one of our cookbooks that he was really wanting. It was, I think, a cookies and cream pie or something like that. And it was like one of the easiest pies I've ever made, I believe. But I didn't make the crust homemade. I just bought a chocolate crust from Walmart, and made the filling myself. But this pie turned out extremely good. He loved it. So that was his little Valentine's Day present for me. Is I just made him the pie that he had wanted. And as you can see here, I had a little girl here sneaking into the Oreos, getting out a few, so that I wouldn't see her, hopefully. But she's trying to sneak her some before we had our supper ready. And this was our Valentine's Day dinner. I thought I'd go ahead and film it and show y'all, because I don't normally film really our meals. I usually just show y'all like some meal prepping, like for the freezer and stuff, and then which is mainly breakfast items, because I struggle with making breakfast. I am not a breakfast person. I just don't wake up and want breakfast. So if I can meal prep some breakfast options that are easy to just grab out and eat or warm up and eat, whatever, then I'm all for that and I'm more willing to eat for breakfast. But so I don't normally really show any kind of like supper that we make or anything like that. I don't cook nothing fancy. Usually I just do simple, easy meals that my family love. But I thought since I was making this, I'd go ahead and show y'all what I was making. So my husband had been wanting some pasta salad, so I made that for him. He requested we have cucumbers in this one, and I am not a fan of cucumbers. I hate those. And I've tried them several times, several ways. I just don't like them. But he wanted a few in there, so I threw those in there, and I put some canned carrots in there because he does not like the crunchy, raw carrots in there. And me, it doesn't matter to me. I can have the canned ones or the raw ones in there, whatever, it's fine with me. And normally I would throw in some broccoli in our pasta salad, but I did not have any, so that didn't get put in there. But now I have been seeing where people's been like cooking these little potatoes and then taking them out of the oven after they're soft and mashing them and seasoning them up. So I thought I'd try that. And I mean, I don't know really what the point of mashing them is, but whatever. They were good. And then I'm just melting some butter in a pan and cooking us up some steaks. So I just season those really simple: salt, pepper, garlic powder. I don't even think I put onion powder on them this night, but sometimes I do that. But just getting those good and kind of browned on both sides, and then season them on both sides. And then I think I ended up throwing them in the oven to finish cooking for a little bit. Yeah, I threw them in the oven to finish cooking for a little bit, and this is what our supper turned out. Just simple, easy. Everyone loved it. Now on to the cleaning part of the video, and it's honestly not that much cleaning. I just needed to tidy up in my kitchen some. There was crumbs all on the floor, and they were driving me nuts walking all over them, so that had to be get swept up, and I just needed to wipe off the counters. There was sticky stuff and crumbs on those, and wipe the stove down. Just, a good little daily tidy up of it. So if you guys have been missing all that baking I was doing in my videos, don't worry, it's coming back, and real soon. Just between having the baby and all the appointments, that come up after that with checkups and all that, I felt like I've been driving myself crazy running around, going to all those doctor's appointments, but my appointments are finally done now. And he's just doing his normal, checkups. And so things are slowing down, and I am getting myself back in the habit of milling my grains every week for fresh flour and making our fresh homemade bread for the week, and, getting all of our meal preps in. So stay tuned. All that baking is coming right back to my videos. I just had to take a break. I have not had the time to do it, but I am getting ready to bring it all back. Sorry for all the added extra background noise in this voiceover, like the screaming and yelling and jumping and everything. My kids are in the kitchen and hallway and just running around wild. So sorry for all the extra noise in this voiceover. But that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.